I mean, being a snitch in prison.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, for example, I interviewed Freeway Ricky Ross recently. And he wouldn't say who it is, but he said someone that we all know who cooperated, and he was locked up with them. He basically stood up in front of everybody and said, all right, who got a problem with me? No one said nothing. And he said that people say this, but even the rats sometimes, the cooperators, sometimes end up being one of the toughest dudes in the prison.
Gangster rats, that's a fact.
Yeah.
And you got gangster booty bandits. You know, you got the gangster dudes that play around with the boys.
Right.
Yeah.
And no one's gonna say nothing because this person will fuck you up.
Because he about that knife work. He'll
stab you.
Right.
You know?
Right. I seen that. I mean, it is what it is. It's like I said, I think a lot of the prison stories are a little over-exaggerated. I think it was a time when prison was a lot more scary than it is now. I think maybe like in the 60s and the 70s, it had to be way more, maybe even the 80s. But I never ran into some of those issues, and I felt like I had a likelihood of running into those, because if you do a bid and you're in one jail for the whole bid, then the likeliness of seeing certain things may not be. But if you're in 10, 12 different prisons, you going on a tour. You get to see different things. I've never seen some of this shit.
Yeah. That's a great thing.
That's a great thing.
There's nothing negative about that. That's totally positive right there. You know, because I have interviewed a lot of people.
Prison is like a community. I tell people all the time. You know, it's like a community. You hang with your social circle. So if you're a gang member, you hang with the gang members. If you're a Spanish gang member, you hang with the Spanish gang members. If you're Muslim, you hang with the Muslims. If you're gay, you hang with the gay people. If you're neutral and you're a gangster, you hang with your guys. That's how it is, and you pretty much stay in that circle. You're not really gonna have a problem with somebody that's in a gay world, because it's no reason for us to really connect. The only way we connect is through drugs. If I'm selling drugs or whatever, that's the only way we're really gonna connect. I might have had problems with Muslims or other people because I was in prison doing things that, you know, to get me some money. So I might have been selling drugs, selling weed, you know what I mean? So that puts you in contact with different people.
Did you ever know about, I'm not telling you to name any names, but did you know about hits that would happen in prison?
What do you mean?
Someone wants someone taken out. And they
taken dead?
Dead.
Nah, man. I don't think, see, that's another thing. I feel like the average person that dies in prison from a stab wound or whatever, knife wound, wasn't meant to, that person, like I know people that killed people in prison. I know people that killed people in prison, and I know dudes that died. And they'll tell you, I meant to stab them, but I ain't mean for them to die.
So that's what happens most often?
Most times, 100%. You gonna get with a nigga about something, you gonna do what you gotta do, but they hit you later and say, yo, that dude died. Oh shit, you ain't mean for him to die. I know a few guys, that killed people in prison. And every one of them be like, yo, I didn't go into it saying I'm gonna murder this dude.
Right, because then you get a life sentence to go along with that murder, right?
Not necessarily. One of the guys I know is home right now.